Hey guys, we're looking at 16-4 today. And 16-4 kind of deals with graphing number patterns. So I have the example up here, and then I have question number 1 on the bottom that we're going to kind of go through. So it says number patterns can be compared using a graph. Mary and Sarah keep track of the money they earn at their jobs each week. The rule for Mary's earnings is $10. Add $10. The rule for Sarah's earnings is add $5. So we know our rule is Mary gets $10 every week. She starts with 0. Sarah gets $5 every week. She starts with 0. Then it says make the list of order pairs for the amounts that Sarah and Mary earn. Then graph them. So again, you can see after week, or in week 0, they both have $0. After week 1, Mary has 10, Sarah has 5. After week 2, 20 and 10, 3, and then at the end of the 4th week, or at the end of the month, Mary has $40 and Sarah has 20. So that says, well, you have to kind of graph them. In the bottom right, it kind of shows the graph. It shows the relationship between the two. So week 0, they both have $0. After 1 week, Mary has 10. Mary's on the x-axis, and Sarah has 5. So go 10 and 5. After week 2, Mary has 20. Sarah has 10. After week 3, 30 and 15. After week 4 is 40 and 20. You can kind of see, kind of follows that straight path. Following that, it says, okay, well, now that we kind of see that there's a path there, or kind of a pattern in a way, figure out how would you find them? How do they kind of relate to each other? It says use a graph to compare the earnings of Mary and Sarah. For example, when Mary earns $20, Sarah's earning 10. Or when Mary earns $30, Sarah earns 15. So if you kind of look at that, there's a pattern there. 10 to 5, 20 to 10, 30 to 15, 40 to 20. And the pattern is Mary has twice as much as Sarah. So Sarah times 2 equals Mary. So no matter what Sarah has, you can always times 2, and that's going to equal Mary. On the flip side, you can also go Mary divide by 2 equals Sarah. So if Mary has $1 million, you divide that by 2, Sarah has $500,000. If Mary has $2, you divide by 2, and Sarah has $1. Sarah always has half of how much Mary has. And that's the relationship that we can find from that graph. On the bottom, it says for questions 1 to 4, complete the table using the rules. And then, so our first one, our x is +1. You can see it goes from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Our y value is going to be add 4. And you can see it starts at 0. They both start at 0, 4, 8, 12, 16. So you can kind of see the pattern. So number 1, what is the missing x value? Well, following that pattern, the next one would just be 5. And number 2, what is the missing y value? 0, 4, 8, 12, 16. Again, if our pattern is +4, we just add 4 to it. It'd be 20. Number 3 says graph the following data. Let's go for it. 0 and 0, 1 and 4, 2 and 8, 3 and 12, 4 and 16, and 5 and 20 would be something like that. And that's kind of how we graph the data. So now we have to write a statement that compares the x values and y values. So we have to say x plus minus divide times something equals y. So looking at 1 to 4, you kind of ignore the 0 and 0. Looking at 1 to 4, we can see that y is bigger. Well, it's 4 times bigger, or it's 3 more bigger. So you have to kind of think to yourself, is it x plus 1 equals y? Or excuse me, x plus 3 equals y? Because that works for that one. Well, let's see over here. X plus 3, 5 plus 3 equals 8? No. So it's not going to be x plus 3. Though it works for this one, it doesn't work for every other one, so it can't be the rule. So then, we know it's getting bigger, so it's either going to be adding or multiplying. So if it's not adding 3, let's think about what is it going up by in terms of multiplication? What is it scaling up by? 1 times what equals 4? 1 times 4 equals 4. So let's see x times 4 equals y. Let's see if that makes sense. 2 times 4 equals 8, perfect. 3 times 4 equals 12. Yep. 4 times 4 is 16. 5 times 4 is 20. So our rule would then be x times 4 equals y. No matter what x is, we can times it by 4 to equal y. On the flip side, we can also say y divided by 4 equals x. 4 divided by 4, 8 divided by 4, 12 divided by 4, 16 divided by 4, 20 divided by 4. And that's what you're doing. You're doing the next page, the P16-4. Go for it. If you have any questions, let me know.